It's looking like Curtis Blades is out of the fight against Jailton Almeida. I called this when we made a video about this months ago because I want to say they announced this fight around June. And I said, that is so odd that they would announce a fight for November in June. When have we ever seen that? We talked about this, right?
Yeah.
What sense did that make to schedule a fight that far out? And my thing is...
And then the way that Curtis Blades trains, he's not like a normal guy. He's not a normal fighter. He trains hard. He's a wrestler. Like, these guys be the ones who be getting injured because they be training so hard and the strength and conditioning them. So
it never made sense, but I already knew something was going to happen because there's too much time for something to happen. And so, of course, now we get Derrick Lewis stepping up for Curtis Blades, and he's fighting Jailton. And this is interesting. This arguably might be a little bit more exciting, but it could be more embarrassing because I think that Curtis Blades probably, I don't know, I think he might have been a small favorite going into that fight, perhaps. I don't know what the official odds would have been around fight day. Maybe like a minus 110 because there's a good chance Jailton could have beat him, obviously. Curtis got a track record of not really losing to fighters like that. Curtis normally get knocked out if he gonna lose. And Jailton, that ain't how he fight. But that fight was gonna answer a lot of questions. But now we getting Derrick and Jailton. And I was telling you this, there's a lot of ifs and buts when you talk about Derrick Lewis.
Didn't they already fight?
Who?
Derrick Lewis and Jailton.
No, Derrick fought Curtis Blades. He knocked out Curtis Blades.
No, he fought Rosenstrike. They're the same guy. Derrick Lewis and Rosenstrike. No, they fight the same way. They already fought. What Derrick gonna do that Rosenstrike couldn't do?
Well, when you put it like that,
We talking about power. We talking about power and hands. I think Rosenstrike striking might be better than Derrick Lewis if you think about it.
But one of them got the most knockouts in heavyweight history, so they must be a little bit better. And the other one is 0.500, if that. So
I don't know, man. Derrick Lewis got a bunch of losses too. He got a bunch of L's, man. He been knocked out a whole lot. And Rosenstrike, man.
And Jailton, what is Jailton gonna go in there and look like Roy Jones Jr.? He want to grapple.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Jailton is going to take down Derrick Lewis like he did against Rosenstrike. I thought the Rosenstrike fight will go back and forth, and eventually Jailton was going to mix in the grappling. I actually thought he wasn't going to take down Rosenstrike. I thought Rosenstrike takedown defense was solid enough to stuff it. But I'm saying, but if you can take down Rosenstrike, you can take down Derrick Lewis.
But I'm looking at all Derrick Lewis' last losses. Oh, he got TKO by Cyril Gane. He got KO by Tatu Avasa. It was a weird stoppage with Sergey Pavlovich, even though it was going to happen anyway. And then Sergey Spivak did take him down and submit him in 3 minutes. That ain't a good look right there. Everything but that last loss, I could say like, okay, Derrick don't lose like that. But that last one is exactly
how Jailton's going to
fight him.
Because Jailton, I don't think for a split second he's going to go out there and even stand up with him.
He might not even stand up for him when it's time to touch gloves. He might already be going for the takedown.
Doing a weigh-in, he's going to take him down.
Yeah, there's no way Jailton is standing up with no Derrick Lewis at all. But I will say this. We also said the same thing about Derrick and Curtis. And that's one of the most brutal knockouts we ever seen.
Yeah, but Curtis, he got some bad tendencies. And he don't set up his takedowns the way he's supposed to. Because Curtis actually was winning the fight.
I know.
This one of the fights was kind of like Curtis. He should have had that one. But at the same time, Jailton, we want to see more striking from him. But this ain't the fight to show more striking.
Right. If Jailton wins this, now we got two people that Derrick has fought who are also contenders, Sergey Pavlovich and Cyril Gane. If Jailton can win, will we see him fight one of those two people?
Why couldn't Tom Aspinall take this fight? Imagine Tom versus...
And I believe this will be a good number one contender fight. Tom Aspinall. But Jailton been training since June. That's why he can't take the fight.
I just hate to see guys like Tom just run through and ragdoll these guys. And it's like, bruh, you supposed to be in the top 10 and you just getting beaten in 30 seconds or in the first round. I just want to see two guys in the heavyweight division that make a competitive fight. And it started from that John Jones fight when he fought against Cyril Gane. Then it seems like everybody in the top 5 just been destroying their opponent. It's like, bro, we want to see a back and forth fight. Yeah, well, we want to see tough fights. We want to see good fights. We want to see the top guys fight.
And man, it seems like Tom Aspinall would have been a good option. But again, we don't know his status. We don't know.
You know what it is, dude? I'm going to tell you what the issue is with Tom. Tom been calling out Cyril Gane.
That might be making that one.
But I'm saying, dude, he's a bad matchup for Cyril Gane. You get what I'm saying? He throw a lot of kicks. Tom trying to get the fights to the ground.
But you know what another thing is?
Against Jailton, you didn't call him out.
Well, of course not. But you know the thing is, they had to pick Derrick Lewis, Jailton number 9, and Derrick Lewis number 10. That's why. Tom too far up the rankings. That's why.
What ranking is Curtis Blades? Curtis should be in the top 5, right?
Number 5. He number 5. He was closer to Jailton.
Oh, so Tom can fight people when he's not in the top 5. He can fight people in the top 5. He fighting anybody? Yeah, he was gonna fight Curtis Blades.
Yeah.
So when he's not in the top 5,
he wasn't in the top 5 then.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, Curtis Blades was in the top 5, and Tom wasn't in the top 5. So when he's not in the top 5, he can fight people that's in the top 5. But when he's in the top 5.
Nope, you gotta be.
Nope, you don't deserve to fight me.
But at the end of the day, this is one of the last cards on the UFC's event, for the year. Yeah. So they probably need a name that's gonna sell tickets. But Tom Aspinall would have been the perfect person. He must have been injured, bro. That's the only thing I could think of. Alexander Volkov would have been a good one. I don't know if he could sell it.
I think a lot of these guys, they're doing what Sean O'Malley's doing. They're kind of cherry picking their opponents. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. It's the smartest thing for guys to do, man. Just say, okay, I'm a bad matchup with this guy. He's tall, he throws kicks. Whereas if I fight Jailton, he's gonna be a little bit more competitive.
Who?
Tom Aspinall, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying like a Derrick Lewis, he's more so somebody who would actually take a fight against Jailton on short notice.
Well,
and the thing is, I don't even think Jailton gained anything from beating Derrick Lewis.
He don't. No, low-key he does though. In the big scheme of things, he does.
Derrick done lost 3 times last 4 fights.
But for a Jailton to come out of nowhere, bro, Jailton been in the UFC for what, a year?
When he beat Rosenstrike, he proved that he was that guy.
Yeah, he did. And the way he beat him.
And then what ranking is Rosenstrike? You beat Rosenstrike.
He pushed him back to number 12.
But I'm saying, but he was in top 10 before that.
Yeah.
And then now you fight somebody who was number 10. It's like, bruh, that's crazy. I guess it's a payday. You've been training for months. You don't want to go to waste.
Yeah.
Because then you hate to train for months, and then your next fight be in 6 months.
But look at how lucky he is now. He basically got to just keep the same training camp he had for the previous fight and go in there and try to do the same thing. But I will say, as far as the actual fight, boy, Jailton cannot get hit.
I don't think he's going to get hit. I don't think
Jailton cannot get hit at all.
The people who beat Derrick Lewis, they respect his power, but they wasn't scared of it. I think that's what Jailton going to do. I think Jailton is going to respect his power.
You know, so odd, Jailton ain't been touched yet, really and truly. And imagine now you go in there and you finally get touched one time, and it'll be by Derrick Lewis. What's going to happen?
No, but I'm saying the thing is, nobody should get touched. Even Francis has never been knocked out. But he don't want to get touched by Derrick Lewis. It don't matter who you are. A lot of guys never been knocked out.
We saw that,
Even, Tom don't want to get hit by Derrick Lewis. Just because you've never been hit before don't mean you want to get hit.
But it's a little bit different when Derrick Lewis got the most knockouts in heavyweight history. You especially don't want this to be the first time you go in there and get your cherry pop, is what I'm saying. But
Derrick focused on the post-fight interview, dancing and stuff, man, the singing. Jailton focused on
one thing that alarmed me in Derrick's last fight where he won, which was great. Thank goodness. We finally got a W. But when he said that he didn't plan the flying knee, it just happened. I was like, Marcos might be the only person you could have did that to and it worked out. He could have done it on Alexander Romanov. He could have done it on...
The reason why I hate that, because I want to see them throw hands.
I'm glad it worked, but the reason why I don't like it is because he threw out the whole game plan in a split second, 5 seconds before the fight. And it just happened to work out. But it's Marcos, these impulsive decisions.
But against Marcos, he could have been on the receiving end of a knockout too.
I know, but I'm saying I'm glad it worked out. But now, you making random decisions like that right before the fight, you can't do that against Jailton. You finna be on your back.
And the thing is, he hurt Marcus. I think Jailton, he would have recovered too.
No, indeed.
I think so. I mean, he would have put guard.
Bro, Jailton would have been toast if he ate that. You don't think so,
bro? On his back.
Bro, Jailton ain't eating that.
Him. He would have got hurt.
Dude, Marcos' teeth came out his mouth. You know that, right?
But Marcos, he has terrible ground game.
Bro, but...
all his
the
losses
man
come by
teeth, his teeth came out his mouth. His teeth got loose.
I'm saying all his losses come by
submission. Bro, when your teeth are wiggling in your gums, you don't have no jiu-jitsu. You're not even a white belt. You a clear belt. It's over.
No, man.
Man, Jailton can't eat that, man. He'd have been done.
He has a better chance of recovering.
Derrick Lewis hit him with that. But more than likely, this is going to look like Jairzinho, like you said.
Yeah, it's going to be deja vu.